Hi, and welcome to this yoga class. My name is Maria, and I will be guiding you through this 15-minute flow. And all you need for this class is something that you can move on, a little space that is yours for the next 15 minutes. And if you have a yoga mat to practice on, that's great. If you don't, you can use a towel or really anything that you can move on. So we'll get started right away in a pose called child's pose, and we'll put our big toes together, knees come apart. The knees can come apart, they can come as wide as your mat, they can come a little bit narrower. It's up to you how it feels in your body. And we're going to bring our upper body down, chest towards the mat, forehead to the mat, arms can come out in front of you. You can also wrap your arms around your body. If the mat is a little bit too far away for your forehead, you can bring something, you can put a pillow or if you have a yoga block or something underneath your forehead so that you bring the mat up to your height. So a really good thing for me to say is that your yoga practice is yours. It's very personal, very individual, and you make your yoga practice fit you, not the other way around. So you're not trying to fit into any certain mold, and if the pose doesn't work for you, then you make it work for you, okay? So when we're in our child's pose here, you can sort of roll your forehead from side to side and give your forehead a little massage. It can be very calming for the nervous system. Or you can stay still here. And begin to breathe in and out through your nose. And see if you can deepen your breath. And if you want to, there is a breath in yoga called Ujjayi breath. We will connect to that right here. And it's the same basics. You breathe in and out through your nose and you create a little bit of a restriction in the back of your throat that it sounds almost a little bit like the waves of the ocean while you're breathing. So try it out a couple of times. And the reason for practicing this breath with our yoga practice, or in our yoga practice, is that we create a little bit of inner fire. So we warm up our body from the inside. So take a couple of more breaths here. See if you can deepen them even deeper. Your next inhale, slowly begin to make your way up again. We're going to come onto all fours. So we're going to place our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips, and really press the floor away here. So we're fully active through our hands. You can choose to keep your feet tucked, or you can untuck them. And continue to breathe here. And on your next inhale, we're going to send our belly down to the mat. Shoulder blades come together. Gaze up to the sky. As we exhale, we're going to flip that over. So rounding our back up to the sky. Chin comes into your chest. And then continue here. So as we inhale, we find our cow pose here. And exhale, find your cat. can continue with your breath. So if I'm going too slow or if I'm going too fast, then you want to stay somewhere for a little bit longer, then do that. And it's always an option. Like I said, you make the yoga practice fit to you, not the other way around. So if all you feel like doing right now is staying in child's pose for a little bit longer, then that's what you do. Okay, so I'm here to give you, to guide you, to give you some guidance, but if you don't want to take it right now, then you do you. We'll take another round here. And we'll meet back in a neutral spine. And from here, we're going to walk our hands forward about 1 hand length forward. We're going to all tuck our toes under. And we're just going to lift our knees just a tiny bit. So they're just hovering above the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, place them back down. We'll do that twice more, okay? So lifting our knees on our inhale. Stay for the exhale. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, come back down. Once more, inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, bring them back down. Hopefully core found a little bit of activation there. Legs, a little bit of activation. From here, we're going to lift our way up to our downward facing dog. So keeping our toes tucked under. Lifting our hips up. Sending them back to the wall or whatever we have behind us. And feel free to keep your knees bent here as much as you need. If it's early morning or if you're new to yoga, then bend your knees. Keep that activation through your hands, especially your index finger and your thumb really pressing into the mat. Sending your hips back, sending your chest back towards your thighs. And breathe. So the key in our downward facing dog is to find some length in our back body, okay? So our spine. So from the top of our head down to our tailbone. So this is our important part. If the legs are bent or not bent, not so important. Take an inhale here. Take an exhale here. And the next inhale, bend your knees, look forward to your hands. We're going to walk our feet forward. Take as many steps as you need to get there. We're going to inhale, place our hands on our shins, lift up halfway. Exhale, we're going to bend those knees, fold forward. Inhale, we're going to lift all the way up, arms up above us. Exhale, hands come down to our heart center. Always feel free to open your mouth if you feel like you need to release something. Take a breath here. Find your breath again. Find your connection to this moment, to your mat, to the ground beneath you. We're not in a rush. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward, bend those knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then exhale, we're going to take a big step back. We're going to end up in a plank pose. Take a breath here. Inhale, come forward on your toes. And exhale, we're going to sink all the way down. If that's too much, if you need to do your plank on your knees, then please, by all means, go there. Come down to the mats. We're going to lift up, finding a little cobra, so we're not going very high at all. Exhale, come back down. We'll do that twice more. So on your inhale, you lift up. And then exhale, come back down. So flow here with your breath. Let's do it again. Inhale, come up. Maybe a little bit higher this time. And exhale, come back down. Tuck your toes under again. You can lift up through your knees, or you can lift straight up to plank if you want a little bit of challenge. And then make your way back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Breathe. look forward, bend those knees. Take one big step or multiple smaller steps, up to you. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend those knees, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. So I teach a vinyasa flow, but I love the slowness and the bringing everything back down of the yin practice. So I tend to mix them up a little bit. So we'll go maybe a little bit fast at times, but also slow at times. So take this moment here and really find your breath again. Make it your own. And inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then stay here. We're going to place our right fingertips underneath our nose. Bend our right knee. Inhale, open up, twisting to the left. So left arm goes up to the sky. Right fingertips stay on the floor. Breathe here. If it feels okay for your neck, you can gaze up to your fingertips. If it doesn't, then look down or look to the side. Exhale, come back down. Left fingertips down on the mat. Inhale. Go lifting that right arm up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, folding forward. Again, we're going to lift up halfway. Exhale, coming back to a plank. Take a moment here. Feel how strong and powerful your body is. Inhale, come forward on your toes. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, we'll just do our cobra once this time. So find that height that feels good in your body right now. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, find that plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Find your breath. We're going to inhale. We're going to straighten our right leg behind us. Exhale, we're going to come forward. Bring our knee up to our nose. Inhale. Working our core here. Exhale, come forward, knee to nose. Inhale. And exhale, placing that right foot in between your hands. Left knee comes down to the mat. Untuck those left toes. And then walk your arms up. Straighten them up to the sky. You can also place your hands on your right thigh and sort of press that leg away, create some space. So we really want to we don't want to be collapsing with our upper body onto that right knee, so make sure there's space in between. Finding some length in that left front thigh. Great pose for all of us that have been sitting a lot lately. Take a breath. Inhale, pick that left knee up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do this next side right away. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then exhale, take a big step back. Finding that plank pose. Feel your own power here. Inhale, come forward on your toes. Exhale, all the way down. Untuck your toes, roll your shoulders back. Inhale, find your cobra. Exhale, come down. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. One breath here. And next inhale, we're gonna lift that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, come forward, knee to nose. Inhale, leg comes up. Exhale, knee to nose. As you can see, my knee is definitely not going to my nose. So that's just an aim where we're heading. And then exhale, left foot steps between your hands. Right knee comes down to the mat. Untuck those toes. Inhale, lift your upper body up. You can stay here with your arms lifted, or come down here. Work your hands on top of your thigh. One is not better than the other. Just simply listen to what your body's craving. Remember that we want to keep our upper body, keep that integrity in our upper body so we're not collapsing. Breathe here. Take another breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Lift that right knee. Step it forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And bring your thumbs up to your third eye center, so between your eyebrows. Thank yourself for showing up for this little flow here. And I thank you for practicing with me. And we say namaste.